this is epsypt, and today I'm going to show you another Android TV. I have already speak about this Android TV, the V88 Mini, which is awesome for people that likes to watch, almost every content in 1080p, so it's a full HD box, and I found this one. It's a 4K. Just remember, Netflix will not work in 4K, but it will do exactly the same thing that this does, and it's cheaper because I think this is more or less $37 and this one is $30 if I'm not mistaken. But what you have in this, let's check it out, the difference between one and the other. Okay, so if you are looking for an Android TV, they are extremely small and lighter. So let me show you what this box has. It has Ethernet connection, which is 100 megabytes per second, HDMI optical connection for the audio, the connection for power supply, and 3 USB 2.0. And in this case, the only difference that I found in this one was the connections. As you can see, there's 2 USB 2.0 and 1 3.0. So this is the difference between, because as you can see, it's exactly the same. I think they've done exactly the same box, but the name is different and the price is different. So other thing that you must know is that in this box you have 16 gigabytes, and in this one you just have 8 gigabytes to store all your data. This box will play content in 4K, so if you have a cloud in your house, you can play the content all in 4K if you have 4K movies and you have a 4K TV, remember. And Netflix will not work in 4K, not in this and not in this. But if you are looking for a fantastic Android TV, I always recommend the Xiaomi. I will leave the link in the description if you want to check it out, because for me it's the best choice you can have. As I have already speaking in another video, but these are more affordable prices that will basically work for everything that you want if you don't want to work with 4K in Netflix. The other things will work in 4K, and YouTube, I think it will not work too in 4K in these boxes, and in the Xiaomi it will work. So let's check it out what we got in the box. So we received the power supply, HDMI cable, and this is the remote. As you can see, the remote is a little different from the other one. Okay, so as you can see, this is the remote for this one, and this is the remote for this one. As you can see, there are some differences, but I like more of this one. The cheapest version, I like it more. But anyhow, let's check it out. Let's see if it works. If it not, let's check it out. Okay guys, here we are to check the new box, the Z69 Pro. Let me just show you something. Okay, I connected with Ethernet, and you can see there's a front panel that's got the hours. You can see the hours here. Okay, it's an add-on. You can see the hours on your box when you are using it on the front panel. Now let's check it out, the functions that you have on this Android TV. As you can see, you have the Google Play Store, YouTube as the primary applications. You have the file browser. I would not recommend using this because, as I've already tried it, it's not really great. It's an application if you want, for example, to use files from your cloud. The best application that I recommend is the VLC for Android. It's an awesome application. I've already installed it. I'm gonna show it. But for example, let's see the settings of this box. As you can see, you have here the storage. You have 12 gigabytes of storage, which is great if you want to do internal storage. You've got multiple language, and let's for example see the Android version. You've got the 7.1 version. So in the settings here, you go to applications. In the applications, for example, you have the Droid settings. In here you have the display type, where you can define your screen resolution. I've already defined it as a 4K 24 or 4K 30 Hz because it works at 60 Hz, but my amp doesn't allow me to put it higher than 30 Hz, so it's okay. Now let's, for example, sound. Let me see. You've got the type of sound that you want to display. I mean, you have a lot of options here, and you can select them. So what I want to try, for example, is Netflix. Let's try Netflix. I've already, one of the things bad in this Android box is that it's not an easy way, for example, for connect to Netflix. As I show you on my first box, the Xiaomi box, it's awesome because you don't need any mouse, no keyboard. It's all in your remote control. You can talk to it, you can do everything you want. It's so easy. When you go back to these type of boxes that you have to use the remote, you have to use the mouse, you have to use the keyboard. I mean, I wouldn't change my Xiaomi box for these ones. Okay guys, so I tried Netflix. Netflix just works at 480p, which is not great to see movies. YouTube works at 7020p too. You cannot, for example, see it on Full HD. I'm gonna go to my channel here. 720p. As you can see, the image, I mean, what I'm seeing here is only 7020p, so it's not really great. So what I really recommend, I didn't like too much of this Android app that is installed on this box. There are two things that you can do with this box. You can format it, put another Android, or buy the V88 mini box. Even having less storage, it's a better box for you to use on a normal day. It works as 1080p YouTube. It's easy to access to your cloud. For example, for me to access to this cloud, I had to install VLC, as you can see, and now I have access by browsing to my network. I can check it out, all my videos and things that I have on my cloud. I can see movies on 4K, yes, I can see movies in 1080. But basically this will just work as a box that you could see movies, or you can use Kodi, for example, if you do not want to use Netflix, YouTube. This is a great box. But if you are looking for a Netflix at 4K, YouTube at 4K, really an extremely easy box to use, I would recommend definitely the Xiaomi. Other thing that I've noticed was the applications here, the icons are a little pixelized. Even if you define this as a 4K, it doesn't have too much definition in the icons. So guys, my conclusion, this box, it's easy to use, it's got a lot of storage. If you want to work with Kodi, it's an awesome box. If you want to work with music, movies, it's a really great box. If I had to choose between this one and the V88, I would go to the V88 because it has already a better Android installation. That's what I think, it's easier. And if you want an easier box, Xiaomi is your way. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and as always, bye bye and see you soon!